Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to today's Harmonization. Glad to have you here with me. If you're joining for the first time, this is something that I lead every single morning at 7:30 a.m. So come back, tell your friends, bring anybody you want that likes raising their vibe, that gets into the frequency. It's looking for a little bit more energy, vitality, clearing, insights. Anybody that's looking to go inward in any way, this is a great way to do it. Recently added these sound pieces and really started focusing around those. So today I was just going to talk, well, as you can see in the post, about how your path is unique. I think that from what I hear and what I experienced, the biggest part of the human condition of suffering that people experience is this connection to what the masses are doing, what everybody else is doing. Yet each individual has their own unique path, their own unique journey. Maybe I'm lucky or fortunate in some way, because I remember being at camp when I was a kid, and I remember one of the camp counselors being very adamant about saying to the kids as a collective, you're special because you're you. You are the most unique you. You're the only you that ever will exist. There's even a Dr. Seuss book around this. Right? There's no one that's fewer than you. There's no one truer than you. That's you and you. Something like that. And there's a certain energy that attempts to push everybody to conform, to be the same. And I think there might be a confusion between equality and sameness. For some reason, I believe everything is equal, yet not everything is the same. Like, men and women are equal. They're just not, the bodies they're in are not the same. They're just different bodies. Their brains may work in a different way. Whatever color somebody's skin is, it's equal, not the same. There might be some talent that somebody has. There might be some genetic disposition where somebody can run faster or push more weight or think more quickly or process information or let go of things easier as a disposition. And I believe that also that any skill can also be learned by anyone. I don't think I grew up with a varied of talents. Like, I didn't pick up too many things and was like just good at them from the start. I was tenacious. I was playing over and over again, or working over and over again, practicing over and over again to be able to do anything. Even my main love of racing motorcycles growing up, racing motocross. I knew I wanted to do since the first time I ever saw a dirt bike. I begged my father every day for a dirt bike. And I got it. In my first race, I think I got second to last and last in the two different races. Got a year and a half, 2 years later, I was winning. So I'd like to just really bring this to the awareness, the consciousness. Like, what is it that you carry that's your unique gift? I see Dan on here. Great to see you, Dan. I mean, if you haven't been following Dan, definitely check out what he's putting out there, his energy. He does all kinds of events. He's speaking. He's on Facebook Live daily, picking people up, and just really putting great, encouraging content. A lot around intention and going from intention into action. I see August commented on here. I don't know who else is on, so if you haven't commented, I don't know who else is on there. I recently started following her Instagram page, and it's so full of enlightening information. She's got a unique way of sharing her heart and her soul with the world, and brings so much beauty to it. It's so wonderful. So I'd like to just invite you, like, your uniqueness, what's different about you is what's going to be that thing that people probably complain about. People want change. People may push you down for, or say you're wrong for. Maybe my uniqueness, one of my most unique traits, is I'm a disruptor. And being a disruptor, like, I just have this habit of pissing people off. And it's also a gift. It's also a huge gift, so long as I embrace it, so long as I believe in it, so long as I see it in that perspective. It's about seeing your own gifts as the most beautiful thing in the world, your own uniqueness as the most beautiful thing in the world. And because it's not like everybody else, the crowd may be offended. They may be upset. They may be irritated. They may just think you're strange, right? Most of us in this world get a little bit woo-woo, right? Like, who can I talk to about this stuff? Because people look at me like I'm crazy. And you are. Crazy comes from the word fracture somehow. And you are fractured. You are a fractal. You are a fractal of light, creating this prism, creating this consciousness that's tied into a soul energetically, that then solidifies into this mass that becomes a body, held together with a certain kind of identity known as the ego. But it's only a small sliver of all that is. Because if you were all that is, then you wouldn't have incarnated. You wouldn't be in the incarnation of a human body. So I invite you to really embrace these things that are unique to you, even if it's not the common norm. Like, some people have their unique traits and they're like the best actors in the world, and then become celebrities and they're celebrated individuals. And that's great. And some of us have others that maybe the masses don't celebrate. And you're the people that actually need to shine the most. We are the people, I should say, that need to shine it the most, to bring that balance, to bring that beauty, to bring that order. There's a lot of people that do shadow work out there. And what shadow work is basically looking at your dark side, being able to look at the things about you that maybe try to hide, maybe you don't even know about. And let me go back in the first person. So shadow work for me would be looking at all of my faults, my traits that aren't as palatable for other people, things that I might intend to hide, parts of my personality that may be that irritant, like that disruptor characteristic that I have, or uniqueness, gift. Gift is probably the best word. And that's what these unique things are quite often. It's those things that actually come so incredibly natural to us. They become out of our awareness, become hidden. And then when they do come out, people are surprised that they even exist because they're not used to seeing them. And those of us that are here in this kind of world that do this kind of stuff often are obsessed with seeking the truth, not truth based on a textbook or based on media or based on pop culture, popular belief, societal norm, or whatever. Truth as in, what is the truth of source? What is the truth of the heart? Bringing things that are in darkness to light, right? It's shadow work, right? Bringing those shadows to light. And there's a saying, truth will set you free. What they forgot to mention in that saying was, at first it may piss you off. It may sting. You know, there's that Tom Cruise movie, you can't handle the truth. But I know you can. I know you can. I know each one of you can. And I think I know each one of you know the truth at all times when you look inward. And you have a great way of finding it. And it's a matter of having the willingness to speak it, because that might be a unique quality that someone else may not have. And your truth is your truth. And it's as true as you believe it to be, because at the end of the day, it's all relative from a perspective. It's all standing in perspective. As long as we all know that everything is relative to my position. When we know that, then we don't have to be attached to it. Right? Just like when you come across a place where they're doing some road work and they have to block a lane out, they usually have one person standing at one side of it, another person standing at the other side, both with flags, and radios, and they communicate. I got 6 cars backed up here, Joe. When are you going to let them through? They look, hey, Tom, I got an ambulance that's coming through. Like, they're communicating their truth. They don't know he gets offended. The other guy doesn't know what's going on the other side. And they're able to talk to each other and communicate in this way just about what they're observing. Joe doesn't get offended that Tom is slowing down the release of his 6 vehicles. They're just communicating. They're sharing the truth from their perspective, and armed with that knowledge, they can collaborate and say, what's more important, the ambulance or these six minivans, impatient soccer parents, whatever it is, or business people. And maybe that's another place to look at, is how to make sure to stay in that present moment and allow everybody to share their truth in a way that is clear. And knowing that when people haven't practiced this, I know when I didn't practice, before I started practicing sharing my truth, being able to speak it, it was like the muddiest. I couldn't even speak clearly. So those people that have been suppressing and unable to speak their truth, one of the ones that are usually the most offended by the truth. And 2, when they start talking their truth, they're really quick to give up. They're really quick to take things personal. They're really quick to shut back down. If we look at the emotional scale that Esther Hicks has, she has a spiral. How much time do we have? Okay, no. Google it. I can drop a link in here. She has a spiral, though, of emotions. At the bottom, you got fear and depression, and at the top, you got, I think she has bliss. It's the top one. And this is a very useful tool at a certain stage of awareness. But what happens is when people are depressed, they don't usually just go back to being bliss unless they've practiced this quite a bit. some other emotions that they'll experience first. One will be anger. The next might be blame. The next may be contentment. Then the next might be optimism. And then positive expectation. But what happens often is somebody gets depressed, somebody is depressed, they start blaming someone. The person that they're blaming shuts them down, and then they just go right back to being depressed instead of letting them do their blame process or redirecting their blame process and allowing them to realize that the power is in their own eyes. So maybe we can find a way to open that area up for those that have yet to be able to speak their truth in some way. And I know that as I say all this, this is also words for me to hear. This is not me educating you. It's me reminding myself, reminding and putting the ripple out there into the world. So with that, I invite you to drop into a nice position for meditation. So I'll start to bring some sound into this. And just begin getting yourself comfortable. Straighten that back, straighten that neck. If you're laying down, if you can lay down completely flat, you're sitting up, you want to straight here. We'll do a little exercise in a moment here to get into that position. Start just rolling the shoulders and begin breathing in through the nose, feeling the belly, feeling the chest. Holding for a moment at the top and just doing a scan of the body, just feeling from head down to toe, how it physically feels, if there's any tightness or anywhere stuck, you do a twist. Each direction, stay balanced. Breathing at your own pace. On top of the next inhale, begin to roll the neck down, one vertebrae at a time, down the spinal column, collapsing, just to begin to collapse the chest, and just notice the vertebrae come to have a space between it. Notice it jump anywhere, being very conscious of each vertebrae collapsing. The bottom come a little bit forward to open up that bottom of that spine. And take a breath. Envision like a zipper up the back of your spine, being pulled up one vertebrae at a time, zipping up that back, pulling. When you get to the top of the neck, have that zipper pull straight up through the top so the neck is even pulled a little up the vertebrae. And just check the position, shoulders down. And notice the space between each vertebrae. Let's take a few breaths in the silence here. On the last inhale or exhale here, all of the air out of the lungs. Pushing, pushing, pushing. At the top of the next inhale, let's just energetically look at the body, mentally, emotionally. Thoughts am I experiencing, if any? Which emotions? Maybe set an intention for the emotion you like to carry with the highest frequency, maybe completeness or wholeness, maybe love, trust, courage, maybe all of these. Bring in whatever feels called. Just listen to the heart. This is one thing you can be guaranteed you cannot do wrong. Whatever you do is absolutely perfect. Whatever you hear is absolutely perfect for you. One place to release all judgment here and now. All judgment of the self. If the mind begins to chatter, just return to the breath. It's all good. As the tones come in, just let the vibration begin to move through the body. All the security, all the safety. It's built into your system. All things are in divine order. Bring the attention up into the sacral chakra. bringing awareness to your creativity. You have the power to create life, perpetuate life beyond your own self, biological life, life in ideas, life expressed as thoughts, art. You create whatever you choose. You have infinite power to do so. Next, bringing your attention up into the solar plexus. Your power. Breathing into the infinite force of life. The vitality within. Tap into the source at any time. Move mountains. And again, moving up to the heart. Corazon. Un cor. The core. The central sun. The giver of love. Courage. Looking inward, I become encouraged. The infinite depths of love pulsing, creating an electromagnetic field for miles away from my body. The vibration I hold here in my heart. Everything is transmuted to match. And the next inhale, breathing into the throat chakra. The ability to create into the reality from the ethers into the physical. Each vibration of my voice, tuned to the frequency of my heart. All my intentions are fulfilled. Notice this throat chakra opening wide, always speaking my truth. He hears my foresight. Envisioning heaven here, right now, projecting it, being it. May he with eyes see. I get what I project, and I give this projection. Bringing focus up to the crown chakra. All possibilities, the realm of the infinite, opening the top of the head. So that all that exists, all that ever is, all that ever will be, every possibility in the universe, I'm open to each of these that are aligned with my heart intentions, my unique path, my journey, so I can move in confidence. Source is constantly delivering me exactly in divine order, here and now, in absolute service, knowing that anything that stands before me, that I hear, that I see, is here to serve me in every way. Knowing that all things are here and now in perfect harmony with my being, my essence, my core, my existence. And at the bottom of the next exhale, bringing hands to heart center in prayer position, pressing them together and breathing in this vibration, embodying every bit of this beingness, this knowingness, this isness, this pure harmonic vibration inside. The light that is within me, as me, of me, for me, because of me. And so it is. lowering the hands down. Gently opening the eyes. Thank you for being here today, being part of this. Please let me know how you're feeling in the comments. When you're ready, have a blessed, amazing, amazing day. You are perfect exactly as you are. You are whole and complete. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you.